One thing I am learning though is that we really got to start loving ourselves no matter what size we are, because I noticed something about me. I'm gonna speak on me. When I was smaller, when I was skinny, I didn't like being skinny because I felt like I was too skinny. When I started gaining weight, I felt like I was getting fat. And this was before I got pregnant. Like, this was way before I was even married. Like, and it really was because of the other people. Oh, you're too skinny, you need to eat something. I started gaining weight. Oh, you're getting fat. And I started viewing myself as that. When I look back at my pictures, I'm like, bruh, there was nothing wrong with me. And then after I got pregnant and gave birth, I really was my biggest, and it was just hard for me to love myself. So in the beginning of my weight loss, I wasn't even losing weight for myself. I was losing weight because of the rumors, because of society and what beauty standards are, when honestly there is no standard. You a little ugly to somebody and you a little beautiful to somebody. But what do you see about yourself? What do you love about yourself? That's really all that matters. It does not matter who thinks you're beautiful. It does not matter who thinks that you are ugly. Because if you don't see it for yourself, no matter who thinks you're beautiful, you won't see it as that. So many people kept telling me that I was beautiful after I gave birth to Ozzy. I could not see it because I strongly felt like I was ugly. I felt like I was big. I felt like I didn't look like myself, especially because there was others that kept saying, you look so different. And I took what people would say when they're like, oh, you look so different, as negative, because I kept feeling like some people were trying to be funny. Like, I know my face changed and everything, but what do you mean by you look so different? Like, what does that mean? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like, are you saying it in a positive way or are you saying it to be funny? And it was hard to read the room whenever somebody told me that. I'm like, bruh, okay, I must be really ugly. That's how I viewed myself. So as I was trying to lose weight in the beginning, I was not losing weight because I was doing it for all the wrong reasons. For one, who am I trying to look beautiful for? Who? If it ain't my husband, and if it definitely ain't myself, who? Who am I trying to please? That's what I had to ask myself. So I was trying to lose weight to fit the beauty standards of society. It did not work. It did not help me. I was rushing my process. I was not finding beauty in the journey. I was not patient with myself, and I did not give myself grace. And it took for me to really just be honest with myself on what it was. Like, you just trying to lose weight so that you can look like everybody else. You just trying to lose weight so that you could finally feel beautiful about yourself. But when you were smaller, you still didn't feel beautiful. So that's not really what it is. And I really had to dig deep to get to the root of it. And when I finally got to the root of it and was able to look myself in the mirror and be like, girl, yeah, you're trying to fit in with the world. Hold on. So now that I figured out the root cause of why I was rushing my journey, I uprooted that thing. The Lord, God Almighty, He was the one who exposed me to myself, because I really couldn't see it and nobody around me was really telling me for real, So I had to get in the secret place with God, and I literally started asking Him, how do you see me? Good, bad, ugly, beautiful. How do you see me? I want to know. I want to work on myself. And boom, the Lord started showing me myself. Good, bad, beautiful, ugly. The inner parts of me and the outer parts of me. He started showing me how He viewed me. And then I was able to go in this with a different perspective. So now that I am starting over and have started over since February of this journey, it's way beyond losing weight. I want to heal. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, heal. And this is the fastest I stopped rushing my process. And this is by far the fastest that I've lost weight since February. This by far is the fastest. And God is still working on me, because I have my moments where I get to critiquing myself. I think we all do that. But I get to critiquing myself and pointing out the things that I don't like and all my flaws. And God has to steer me back. Like, but look at how far you have come already. You gotta love yourself. No matter what size you are. No matter what size you are. Now, there's things that we all look at ourselves and be like, I don't really like that about myself. But if it's changeable, have grace and get to work. Have grace first, though. Me choosing to love myself even when I did not like myself was a big game changer for me, because I really had to choose to find beauty. You know, we be so quick to look at the flaws. We're never quick to look at the beauty, you know, and it's offensive to the Lord who created us. It's offensive to him because he created us in his image. So if we can't look at ourselves inwardly and outwardly and be like, it is good, it is beautiful, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, what I was saying at the end is something isn't right. And you have to dig within to see, okay, what's blocking me from seeing the beauty? What's blocking me and stopping me from loving myself? Because if you don't love you, you don't love nobody, not even the Lord God Almighty. You can say all day, I love God, but you hate yourself? How? I love my neighbor, I love my boyfriend, I love my girlfriend, I love my wife, I love my husband, I love my child, but you don't love you? How? And you gotta start putting in that work to love yourself. It's a daily thing that we all gotta work on. Be intentional though, because when you love yourself, it makes it easier to love the next. All right, I'm gonna try to make this the last one. Y'all know how I do when I get to talking, but it be so much that I want to talk about. So if you don't love yourself, that's what causes you to compare yourself to other people and be intimidated by other people. Then you start shrinking down, you start talking bad about yourself when you get around other people who are confident in who they are. Stop doing that, because you're blocking many friendships, many connections that the Lord wants to give you. But if you're not healthy, he's not giving you nothing, because guess what? Them people are coming healthy. They're coming confident in who they are. So you need to be healthy inwardly, and you need to be confident in who you are. You won't start competing with your friends. You won't start competing with the people around you.